Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, my new show that is a spinoff from my Aim to Purpose, the radio show. With Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, my goal is to inspire, particularly our people, Black people, to inspire us to be mad. And when I say mad, I mean motivated and determined. Again, motivated and determined. And that is to have the desires of our heart. You will get that by being aimed to your purpose, which is all about aspiration, inspiration, motivation, edification, and determination. And that's why I say, let's get mad and let's stay mad. That is motivated and determined. Someone coined the phrase March Madness. Well, I was born in March 4th, 1951. That was a mad month because Louise Hicks was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. Yes, I have Southern roots from a very infamous starting point, Cooper Road, USA, a Black community where we were thriving as a community because we loved one another. We cared about one another. I went to a segregated school, and I can share with you and tell you, our teachers truly cared about us as Black students, because they wanted us to be successful and prosperous. They wanted success and prosperity for us. And this is what I want to briefly discuss with you, particularly Black single women and head of households. I chose that to talk about briefly because I was once a single Black woman, a single Black parent, head of household after getting a divorce. However, that did not mean the end. Therefore, that's why I'm saying for us to be mad. This being History Month for women, or I should say Women's History Month, as it has been designated, let's utilize that to our benefit as Black women. I say that because I, as a Black woman, have lived on this planet 71 years. I've learned a lot over those 71 years. This is why I share and do what I do, because I am inspired by you. I pray every day that you are inspired by me, because we learn from each other. Together, we can have success and prosperity. And let me break it down a little bit, because I believe from my perspective that some of us confuse success with prosperity. To me, success is about growing intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and socially. This is what we pass on to our children by setting an example. And I have 3 adult children. 2 are entrepreneurs, Ken and Wesley Mason, has his own business, Kinetic Fit and Wellness. That's my oldest. My daughter, Crystal Flowers. Her middle name is Louise. She doesn't like for me to say that, but it's okay. I named her after me because I wanted her to be a little mini Louise. She has her own business, Jewel Box, where she is establishing it now, where she will be selling jewelry. And she has been a businesswoman for multiple years now, running a multi-million-dollar real estate business that is owned by her father, as well as running, along with her brother, Camille Flowers, by another very precious mother, a plumbing business. And this is what success is all about: honing into our skills, our gifts, and our talents, creating our own, because this is what we have to do. I usually pick up a few little things, and I'm talking about success now. Again, I am Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, that's on every Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. My YouTube channel is Aim to Purpose Radio. By all means, go on my YouTube channel and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. There is lots of information on my YouTube channel that will help us to thrive as Black women, men, children, all of us, because that's what Aim to Purpose is all about: us thriving, utilizing those talents, engaging one another, encouraging one another, working together as a unified people. We have too much of a divide, which is by design, to keep us disadvantaged or feeling that we aren't good enough to elevate ourselves. And we are. I usually buy little things like this one here that says, always be the one to create your own destiny. This is so important to us as Black people, because no one else is going to create our destiny for us. You must create your own destiny. Together we can do it. We can build our Black communities. We can elevate our Black children by teaching them who they are, teaching them our history. They're not going to learn it in the white establishment, because it's by design by white supremacists to keep us in the dark. So be the one to create your own destiny. You do that by believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. There's another little something I picked up here that says, believe. When you believe and you act upon that belief, you can fulfill your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. You can have it. We know our ancestors worked very hard, worked very diligently, and free labor. Our ancestors, free labor, they built this country. And that generational wealth was not passed on to us. That too was by design. Therefore, we have to think of being mad, motivated, and determined to create our success. that leads to prosperity. My perspective on prosperity is about legacy, passing on generational wealth to our children. We can do it. As you can see, there have been civil rights laws after civil rights laws. However, have we prospered from those laws as an ethnic group? What is your answer? My answer is no, we haven't. As an ethnic group, we have not prospered from any of those civil rights laws, which, if we were allowed to have our God-given human rights, I wouldn't be sitting here today discussing this about success and prosperity. And I'm speaking more to our Black single women and Black single women with children, head of households, because we know that by design, our Black men have been put at a great, vast disadvantage in this system of white supremacy. And it's all by design to break the family structure. So therefore, I'm saying to us, let's stand together. Let's uplift one another. Let's uplift our families, our households, so that we can become that structure that we've seen in the past, where we had more heads of households with male figures. We need more of that today, and we are working on it every day because our women are standing with our Black men. Many of us do not have the understanding and the wisdom at this time. However, we are coming into an awareness of what it takes to have that family structure that's so needed within our Black community. And again, get mad, stay mad, motivated, and determined. That's what MAD is all about. As I stated, I didn't get to be 71 for no reason. God allowed me to stay here for a purpose, and I am going to continue to be aimed to that purpose because I'm going to stay mad. When you stay mad, you need to stay focused. We need to encourage one another to stay mad, motivated, and determined. That will keep us on track so that we can be successful and we can be prosperous and have that prosperity that we should have and will have. Because we can. We can. As I mentioned, having 3 children as a single parent, a single Black mother, it was a challenge. However, I never, ever doubted myself. We have to take the doubt out of it. The biggest challenge I had as a single parent was with my son, David, who was diagnosed with a rare bone cancer. And I know many of you have heard me speak about it. This is what inspired me to become an award-winning author. Therefore, I knew what I had to do. Again, I stayed mad, motivated, and determined that I, along with my support system, would do everything we could to make sure my family as a single parent stayed intact. And at that time, I did have a male figure to assist me because I was engaged to be married. And this man stood by me in every way that you possibly could stand by a woman that he loved and that I loved. Therefore, never let anything or anybody tell you as a single parent that you cannot succeed and be prosperous. My son, David, I'm so proud to say, is going to be 41 next month in April. He still has some challenges, and as a family, we're facing those challenges together because it was devastating for him and for all of us in 1995 when he was diagnosed with this rare bone cancer that inspired my award-winning book, A Hill to Climb, a teenager's battle with drug addiction and depression. However, we as a family became unstoppable. And you can do it. Single Black mothers, single women, single Black women, single Black parents, we can do it because we are going to stay mad, motivated and determined, and stay focused. So I'm going to end this little conversation. However, before I end, I want you to know that we have solutions. We can define a problem. However, we must also create solutions. That's how we create our own destiny. And those solutions do not come just from a job. A job is helpful. I had a job. I had a job for over 32 years. And as a single parent, a single mother, that's how I supported my family. However, I had some side jobs as well as an entrepreneur. I was a realtor. I sold real estate on the side. And at the time, I had 2 children. That didn't stop me. You are unstoppable. I allowed my children to have the things that they needed. I took them to their sports events. When I had my daughter, I allowed her, Crystal, to have hers. And I still worked a full-time job. I did real estate on the side. And because I had gone back to school after getting my bachelor's degree and had my children, I went into computer science and I did computer jobs on the side as well. Just because you are a single parent, it does not mean that you have to waste your time. There are ways for us to gain that legacy, that prosperity through our success by becoming entrepreneurs. That's what I did. I didn't go into despair when I got a divorce and I had 2 children to take care of. I got mad. I got motivated and determined. I got my real estate license. I started selling real estate. I started buying real estate. I took my kids on a cruise. My 2 boys, Crystal wasn't born then, Kenan and David. I owned my own home when I took them on a cruise. I wanted them to see the world. I wanted them to see outside of the community that we lived in. because I wanted them to be mad, motivated, and determined. Single parents, single parent households, you can do it. It's how you spend your money. Spend your money wisely. And another thing, it's income tax time. How are you going to spend that income tax check? Are you going to use it wisely? Are you going to invest in real estate or even the stock market? I can share with you a young man. His name is Julian Gordon. He's a real estate investor, as well as an entrepreneur, sharing with us on how to invest our money in real estate. This is how you grow your wealth. This is how you become prosperous and have that prosperity, that generational wealth to pass on. We have to learn to be investors, not consumers. We are the biggest consumers. However, our net worth lags behind all ethnicities. Here we are in the 21st century. We've been in this country longer than any ethnicity, yet we are lagging behind. White net worth is close to $1 million. Our net worth as Black people as a whole is a little over 140 some thousand. We aren't even at $150,000 net worth on average. What does that tell you we need to do? We need to work together. We need to learn the difference between success and prosperity. As I mentioned, success is about us being intellectually educated, educating ourselves, educating our children, being emotionally and mentally stable, having that stability so we don't have to be on a medicine cabinet of drugs, aiding big pharma to become rich and wealthy. We don't have to have diabetes, high blood pressure. I'm 71 and I'm not on any medication. It's about taking care of ourselves, our mental capacity, our physical bodies. That's what we have to do in order to be prosperous and have a legacy to pass on, that generational wealth to our children, our children's children, and on, all of our heirs. It's about our spirituality, how we spend our time. So let's get our mental capacity together, our emotional state of mind. It's about our mindset. Let's get our intellectual behaviors together. Let's not fight among ourselves. Let's come together, because this is how we succeed in life, is when we come together. And that's why I say we have to learn the difference between success and prosperity. Again, I am Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I have more to share, and I will continue to share with you my experiences in life. And I have a lot to share because of vast racism and discrimination that I have challenged. And I don't let it stop me. I believe, as I said, I believe. You see this? I believe, I know I am unstoppable. Don't let anything stand in your way of your success and your prosperity. Stay mad, motivated and determined. Stay mad. Maybe that's why I was born in March 1951, a very good year because I was born. And I'm going to stay mad and stay focused, motivated and determined. And as I always say, in parting, your power lies within you. Let it loose. I am Louise Hicks. My YouTube channel, Aim to Purpose Radio. Subscribe and learn more. Let's elevate together. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.